Hi everyone! I feel like it's been so long since I filmed. I've been sick, I've been MIA from social media, but I'm back and I'm here with disappointing products. These are products that I've either purchased with my own money or sent to me and I just don't like them. So I have them collected here in this little Sephora bag and I'm going to share with you things that were super disappointing, why I don't like them. If you love these products, please don't be offended. It's just that they didn't work for me. There's a good chance some of these might be like some of your favorite products, and if they are, that's fantastic. Keep using them. Just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for you. However, these are things that I regret buying or that I've tried that were sent to me and I just like didn't love them. So we're just gonna, reach into the handy bag here and start going through these products. All right, the first is this powder. This packaging is adorable. This is the Leoi, the Leoi Skin Fix Twin Cake. It is in the shade light beige. The packaging is adorable. It has like a little carriage on here. It's like so cute. The powder is okay. It is pretty light and it does kind of leave a little bit of like this chalky dryness to your skin. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up there, but if you have any dry patches on your skin, I find that it just accentuates it. But even more than just like the powder being so-so, the smell is so overwhelming with like perfume, floral, old lady scent. Now, I just can't deal with that. I love when things are scented with like vanilla or chocolate or mint or something like that. But if it's perfume smell, if it's super florally, I absolutely cannot stand it. And this one is like an overwhelming perfume floral scent. And it literally smells, I don't want people to get offended when I say it smells like an old grandma, but it smells like a really old grandma perfume. I mean, that's really what it smells like. It's what I think of when I smell this product. I smell it on my face for a while. I don't love it. The powder to me is not very good. And so this is a like fail product for me. I cannot remember if this was sent to me or if I bought it. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago that I've had it. It still smells like perfume 4 or 5 years later. So this is like a disappointing product for me, but the packaging is so cute. All right, the next thing in the magic disappearing bag is this. The L'Oreal Root Coverup Temporary Gray Spray in red. I wanted to do a first impressions of this, but literally it was the biggest fail. It just sprays clear on me. It does not spray red at all. It just made my roots look extremely greasy. So my roots looked greasy. They were not red. This was a massive fail. I wonder if there's like paper or something I can spray this on. Uno momento, I'm gonna grab some paper. We're gonna do an experiment. Watch this. It's gonna spray like a beautiful red color when I put it on paper, but I promise you, I have fairly light hair when my roots grow out, so it's like kind of a dirty blonde. If you've seen pictures of my son, it's kind of that color, so it's not like I have black roots. I have fairly light roots. It picks up color super easily. This, however, let's just see. Watch, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay. So it shows up on paper. 1, this does not look red to me. It looks very brown. And 2, it literally just makes your roots look wet and greasy. But this did nothing for my hair. I mean, I don't know. I've tried it about 4 times, never worked for me. I won't repurchase it. I have 2 of them. I've actually already thrown one away. I tried it a few times. When I sprayed it in my roots, it literally did not look red. It didn't work for me. I felt like I needed to wash my hair after because it was greasy. It didn't look good. It didn't look blended. It was not red. This does not seem red to me. It seems very brown. So I have a brown dry shampoo that I could use if I wanted to do that. I wanted red. This was not red for me. So this was a fail. Will not repurchase. Don't recommend it. Did not work for me. All right, the next product, Nars Pro Prime. This is Pore Refining Primer, oil-free. Now this primer is not bad, but it does nothing for my pores. If you are somebody who suffers from large pores, you're probably gonna wanna try something like the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer, Benefit Porefessional. NYX has one that's called Pore Vanisher or something like that. Those seem to work so much better. Anything that's like a little bit, they seem to tend to be like a peachy, flesh tone color, and they're a little bit thicker. This is very, very watery, and it doesn't fill in my pores worth crap. It's an okay primer. I don't find that it works any better than any other primers, but it does nothing for refining my pores, and it's quite an expensive primer. So I find that the title is misleading because it doesn't fill in my pores or do anything to them. So if you are looking for a smoothing primer, a pore filling primer, anything for your pores, this is not one I would recommend for you. If you want just like an okay primer, this one is fine. Didn't blow my socks off, and I would not repurchase it. All right, the next is a foundation. I actually am going to be returning this. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Cushion Stick. Now, I love Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love the light. I love the like extra coverage one and the regular one. Estee Lauder Double Wear is my go-to. Did not like the compact. That made my skin super, super greasy. The like cushion foundation made my skin so greasy. Actually, it wasn't a cushion. You just pushed it and it like squirted up and it was in a compact. That I did not like. This I also did not like. It's interesting packaging. I, appreciate the concept of trying to be like new and innovative. It comes in a little thing like this. You do, first of all, $39 for this foundation, and you get not even half an ounce. You get 0.47 fluid ounces. So right there, way too expensive. You don't even get half an ounce, and it does nothing. So you pull the top off. It has this little cushion here, and you can apply it, you twist it, the product comes out the center. 0 coverage. Like, I have tried light coverage or nude coverage foundations before, and at least they somewhat even out your skin tone. This does nothing for me. It doesn't even out my skin tone. It doesn't cover worth anything. It literally looks like I didn't put anything on my skin. So I might as well just use a moisturizer for that, right? Like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't cover. It doesn't have any coverage. It literally, you just like slop it on and you just have more product on your face and no results for $39, I believe, for not even half an ounce. So way too expensive, doesn't do anything. I'm all for a natural looking foundation. Much better ones. The Perricone MD one is fantastic. It's one of my all-time favorites. There's a lot of other ones that are much better than this, and this is not my favorite. I actually despise this, and I will be returning this because I don't need to spend $40 on something that does nothing for my skin. All right, the next are the latest launch of, these are the ColourPop Ultra Metallic Lips. The first batch that they came out with, I really loved that. This is like a new one. You guys know I love ColourPop, so no hate to ColourPop because they come out with some of my favorite products. I'm actually wearing their gloss right now, which I love their glosses in Master Plan. It's like one of my all-time favorites. But these new metallic lips, I don't like. It's their like most recent batch of them. I just don't find that they are incredibly pigmented. The other ones were, but look at this. Like, this is very not pigmented at all. It's not a gloss. It's supposed to be their metallic lip. Their other ones were creamy. They went on super nicely. They applied really evenly. These just don't do anything. They're kind of moussey. This one's actually a little bit of the better ones of the bunch. This one is in Salt. But a lot of them just feel like overly moussey to where you have to keep passing, like look at this one. You have to keep passing over it and over it to get a good color. So these ones were a fail for me. I didn't purchase these. These were sent to me. I am on their PR list. Not a fan of the new metallic ones. The first ones that they sent out were really great, like the very first ones they launched. This was the next set that they launched, and honestly, they did nothing for me, and I'm just not super stoked on them. I find that they are overly moussey to where they don't really have a lot of pigment, and you have to keep passing over it, and the more you pass over it, the more it kind of removes the product, and they don't go on evenly. So sorry, ColourPop, these were a fail for me. All right, the next. This was sent to me a long time ago. It is the Bellamy French Kiss French Argan Oil Mask. Nourishes and fortifies damaged hair. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I don't know how long I've had this. Let me see how this smells. I don't know. Doesn't really have a scent. But this stuff, if you put it on your hair, expect the ends of your hair to be gunky and not hold a curl and sticky and just, ugh. You know when you use a hair mask that's way too thick, way too rich, way too heavy, and it just weighs your hair down. Your hair just feels so gross on the bottoms that you feel like you just need to go rewash your hair all over again. That's what this did to me. I tried to use it about 3 times. Each time I used it, I only applied it from about here down. The whole end of my hair just felt like it all just kind of stuck together, and it was gross. And trust me, girls, I washed it out. I know how to use a hair mask. It literally just was so overly thick and rich that it made my hair feel so disgusting, and I had to rewash my hair all 3 of those times. And I have a lot of hair, so it's a lot to rewash all this hair. Plus it's red, and I try not to wash my hair very often because I don't want the red to bleed out or fade as quickly. But this was a fail, would not recommend it. It's from Bellamy, French Kiss Me, French Argan Oil Mask was a no-go for me. Okay, a brow product. I bought this at Walgreens or something. The Maybelline Brow Drama Crayon Pomade. Do not like this. One, this thing is so big. So, I mean, to get a real precise line, to be able to fill it in precisely, it's just not ideal. It's just so massively huge. It makes it kind of waxy. It's not even like a super nice consistency. Like, you put it on and it's very waxy, but then you're gonna wanna blend over it with your spoolie and it just blends away to nothing. So it kind of leaves a greasy feel on your brows. It's too big. It's just not good. I just don't like it. If you're looking for a good eyebrow pencil from the drugstore, NYX has some great ones. I would recommend those. ColourPop has some great ones if you want to go up in price. Urban Decay, Anastasia, Benefit, those are all so much better, worth the money. This was just a no-go, and I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks, so not that cheap either, and they don't work worth crap for me. All right, the next is an eyeliner. This is the Smashbox Limitless Eyeliner in Onyx. This caused my eyes to have all sorts of issues. I usually don't get styes on my eyes, but I was using this and I noticed like over and over and over and over again, I was getting like a little sty on my lower lash line, like my lower waterline. And this had been the pencil that I had been using consistently. So this was a fail for me. I've never had an eyeliner like clog pores on my lower lash line or give me a sty. This one gave me one on the top lash, on the bottom lash, no go. Since I've stopped using this, I have not had an issue, so this was a massive fail for me. All right, the next is a primer. I have finished this up because it's so dang expensive that I was forcing myself to use it. This is the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl, the Base Light Diffusing Perfecting Primer. Now, it's a beautiful packaging. It looks beautiful. It has these little like pink balls in it that when you pump it, it crushes them, and you get like this liquidy beautifulness on your hand. However, as a primer, I have like a random light. I wonder what that is reflecting off of, y'all. Oh, boom, figured it out, I think. What is reflecting on my face? Look at it, it's all over my face. Yeah. Sorry, I have my window open for more natural light, but I feel like something was reflecting off of something and was giving me random light dots. So, back to the product. This beautiful packaging. It looks beautiful, like when you squeeze it out, it's got like this like little sparkliness to it, but I don't feel like it does anything for my face. I don't feel like it has any light diffusing properties. If I want something that's gonna give me like that blurring effect, I feel like the Dior primer does a better job, the Glow Maximizer, the Becca Backlit Perfecting Primer. There's a Sephora version of that. Those I feel actually like blur imperfections. They diffuse light. It makes your skin look glowy and beautiful and radiant. This just didn't do anything for me. I didn't feel like it was light diffusing. Definitely didn't fill in any pores. Didn't make my makeup last any longer. So it was like $72 and really didn't feel like it did anything. So I just kept using it because I knew I had to, and I definitely won't repurchase this. I heard the gold one or the bronzing one is really pretty, but this one was a no-go for me, and I will not repurchase it. I'll save the $72 and buy something else. All right, the next was sent to me. This is the Sigma Lose the Halo Lip Concealer. This does not, no. So first of all, it's very like creamy, which you're like, oh, that's great. But when you put it on your lips, it leaves like a thick, creamy, goop on your lips, and then when you go to put on your lip product, it doesn't ever really dry. So then you're powdering your lips, and then you're accentuating every line, every imperfection in your lip, and then you're adding more layers on top of that to get your lip look, and it's just not good. To me, it's just too creamy and thick. It's just goopy. It doesn't like, it kind of gives you that weird, I guess people call them beehole lips. Not a fan of this. Honestly, save your money. Take a little bit of foundation when you're doing your makeup and just go over your lips if you're really looking to conceal or like cancel out a lot of pigmentation in your lips. You're already using foundation or the concealer, and just put a little bit on. It doesn't add a thick layer. This is just so thick and yucky. It just adds 10 times more product to your lips, and I just think it's a waste. So this was a no-go to me. I'm not really a huge fan of lip conditioners anyways, or lip concealers, I'm sorry. Not a huge fan of lip concealers anyways. I feel like the product is always the wrong consistency, and you just get so much additional like junk on your lips. And I don't find that it makes my lip product last longer. I feel like it actually makes it last less long. Shorter amount of time. This is the S Factor Papaya Leave-In Moisture Spray. I got this at TJ Maxx. I know a lot of people love this. For me, okay, it smells good. S Factor products, like, nail it out of the park with scent. It smells delicious. However, I spray this in my hair, and I swear it makes my hair 100 times more tangly. Makes it so tangly. I like It's a 10. That's my favorite. I have used like the Alterna Caviar one, and that one's fine. This is not good for me. If you have extensions, let me know if you have the same problem, but it doesn't detangle my hair. It actually makes it feel super tangly, super snarly, and I feel like I use this and then I have to go in with my It's a 10 to even be able to brush out my hair. So I've just found other leave-in conditioners that make it effortless to brush through my wet hair. I use a wet brush, by the way, to brush through my hair, and I just can go through and it's no work at all. There's no tangles. This, I feel like my hair just knotted up like crazy every time I use this. There's a lot in here, and I'm gonna toss it because it's bad, and I don't wanna give it to a friend because I feel like it's that bad. But if you love it and it works for you, keep using it. The last product is this baby here. I got this as like a 100-point perk, or maybe a Sephora coupon code. This is the Do the Hula from Benefit. This is no for me. I love the Nars Laguna bronzer if you want a really good cream bronzer. There's also Sonia Kashuk cream bronzers. The undetectable bronzer is fantastic. This is like pointless to me. So you squeeze it out, and it's kind of like this odd, to me it's a really odd color. It's like a yellowy orange. So first off, don't love the color. Second of all, if you have any pigment to your skin, like if you're super fair skin, this might work okay. I still think the color is super weird. But if you are tan, if you have like medium to dark skin tone, this is not gonna do anything for you. The color was weird. The consistency of it was weird. I tried to blend it out with a brush. I've tried to blend it out with a beauty blender. I feel like it blends away to nothing. And when I was really fair, I felt like it just kind of gave this weird yellowy orange like look to my skin that was not flattering. So to me, I'm so glad I got to try like with a coupon code, the small one, because I would be really bummed if I bought the full size, because this was just like massive failure in a bottle. A small little squeezy bottle fail. All right, and then the last disappointing product is this. This was sent to me. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt Liquid Liner. I think this is new. What is this? Like, it's a ball. It is a straight up ball on the end of a liner. I tried to use this the other day, and it's so thick. Like, it is so impossible to get a thin line with this. Like, you can go, oh, nope, see, watch. I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna work really hard and try to do a thin line. Yeah, you just can't. There's no way to get a thin line. So if you want a big old block on your eye, then, you know, you might love this. But you can't get a thin, nice line with this. It's like, it's a ball on the end of a felt tip. I don't understand this. I don't understand the concept of it. Most people that want to use liner like a fine tip so that they can wing it out, or so you can get a thin line, or you can adjust it to make it thin or thick depending on your preference, but you have the ability to make it thin. This one you don't, and it's not, doesn't dry matte, which is a fail for me because I don't like liners that dry shiny. I just like matte liner. So that was also a fail or a disappointing product to me. I would love to know what some of your disappointing products are. Leave them in the comments down below. Tell me what you didn't like, why you didn't like them. Again, if you love any of these products, please don't be offended. They just didn't work for me, or I didn't like them for one reason or another. But leave your disappointing products down below. I can't wait to hear what didn't work for you guys, so I make sure I don't buy it. But don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. I'm always posting all sorts of stuff about my workouts, so if you're into fitness, follow my Snapchat. I also have a fitness Instagram. I will link it down below. It's just kjohnson_fit. And yeah, there's gonna be some fitness videos coming on this channel. I'm really excited. Just switched over to the new gym, so need a little help with somebody coming to film me working out, so we're gonna work on that tonight. But I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm sorry I didn't have any videos up last week. As you can tell, I'm still a little bit nasally, a little bit sick still, but feeling better. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!